All right, we're here.
Damn, seeing the White House up close again is truly breathtaking.
How cinematic of you, Donnie.
What? Did I say something wrong?
No, of course not, but there's no need to exaggerate how amazing it is.
Sounds like treason.
What drugs you smoking these days, Donnie? Because I'd love to take a hit of that.
Very funny.
What's that?
My alarm.
Look, the Secret Service is approaching. Did Donnie do something already?
Hey, I didn't do anything. Wait, what the heck, Obama? Why would you immediately assume I'd be the problem?
Hey, you never know.
Sorry, guys, I have to take care of something real quick. If you could kindly just hang around here for a moment. I'll be right back.
Is he serious?
He is.
We're all former presidents. We should have access to enter the White House without this much hassle.
Careful, Donnie. You, of all people, shouldn't be complaining.
My goodness, do we seriously just have to stand here?
Look at all the guards watching us.
Wrong. They're watching Donnie.
Wow, that's just fantastic.
Donnie, have you ever wandered the gardens of the White House? Or did you stay inside, eating McDonald's all day?
Of course I have.
Well, come on then. George and I are going ahead.
Oh my, okay, I'm coming. Just slow down, I'm not the most fit.
Yeah, that says a lot.
Gosh, just look at this scene.
Yeah, you can get lost in this place.
Nature's a beautiful thing, ain't it?
Despite Joe's issues, at least he can maintain everything.
Come on, George, all of us know that Joe isn't maintaining anything. All of this is the effort of the amazing staff we have on site. The workers here know exactly what to do.
Can't say the same for Melania when she was criticized for her renovation.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Obama, but wasn't it you who said we should stop all the drama?
Right, my bad.
No, it's fine. Although I'm definitely going to pay you back for that remark against my wife when we play Monopoly. You understand?
Yeah, no surprise.
Speaking of drama, you guys heard about that Apple commercial?
Do you mean that Mother Nature piece? Yeah, it was a tragedy. They have no idea what they were doing with that commercial.
The whole short film fell flat the moment it was about nature.
They totally butchered it. And the casting choice for Mother Nature was wild.
Yeah, okay, so that sort of bothered me. I don't mind Octavia Spencer, but casting her as Mother Nature is just about the dumbest thing ever. But it's what we got, so let's just roll with it.
The issue isn't so much Octavia Spencer, it's the fact that, despite the casting choice, she arrives in nothing but black. Do the people at Apple understand anything about Mother Nature at all? Like, seriously, an entirely black outfit? Are they smoking crack?
Yeah.
Everyone knows Mother Nature is depicted wearing colors that fit closer to nature itself.
Like green and blue.
It's mostly green.
But how do you portray that accurately?
If they truly cared about nature as much as they claimed in the commercial, they should have put more effort into accurately portraying Mother Nature.
Well, they wouldn't have portrayed her naked now.
Of course not. That's not what I'm saying. But a little CGI or costumes go a long way.
It's the tone that matters, and they failed to convince anyone that what they were claiming meant anything at all.
Mother Nature's appearance being terrible, the place they chose for the meeting is anything but nature. In fact, the building is basically a prison for nature, as they show in the few short, scenic shots of the trees and flowers with their silly fake rainbow in the background. At least place a rainbow artificially in the background, you clowns. Give the video some actual life. We're talking about Mother Nature here.
They tried to be funny as well, by hiding the dying plant behind that woman as well.
I think we're forgetting about the elephant in the room. Their remark about permanently removing carbon from the atmosphere.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot about that. That fucking statement is wild.
How is it possible for someone to actually conjure up the words, "Our aim is to permanently remove carbon from the atmosphere"?
They obviously don't mean all of the carbon, surely.
Doesn't matter what they meant or intended. The problem is that it's what they reviewed and decided to be a part of the final product without thinking that such context might be literally translated as just that. We don't want to fucking delete all carbon from the atmosphere, but merely shear it down and manage it. Just like you would do to a sheep that's overwhelmed by its own coating.
Good analogy.
Anyway, yeah, their messaging was sort of ill thought. That, combined with the rest of their decisions, results in the worst commercial ever. Well, one of the worst, that is.
Yeah, like Mother Nature wouldn't give a shit about Apple products. The idea that she would want to see more of anything is a wild assumption, even if it's carbon-free, as they claim.
As far as scene choice, they didn't do it justice if their aim is to maintain nature. Look at this garden in comparison, the beautiful and vibrant color of the flowers, the trees, and the nice chime of the breeze. Now this is nature.
Well, Apple wouldn't know anything about that. They just love their little prison of nature that they have in whatever location that building was located.
All right, hey guys, I'm back.
Welcome back. How was it?
Just a little paperwork I had to do, nothing crazy. Right, well, shall we head in? I got things set up for us.
Yeah, of course.
Come on, guys. We could hang out here more. Okay, I'm a little bit surprised. I had thought this place was going to be like a hospital or something.
Why on earth would you think that, Donnie?
Oh my God, tell me you're joking.
What? This guy's a walking mummy. I assumed he was probably hooked up to an IV bag or something so he can continue living. Possibility of a drug that maintains mortality was also something I considered as well.
You're a delightful bag of shit, Donnie, truly.
I really don't like the way you phrased that just now, Joe.
And everything you said just now wasn't the same?
Fair point, but understand I meant no disrespect. It's just a little surprising is all.
And just when I was going to show you the new room I renovated a few weeks ago, it's a shame you won't get to see it, Donnie.
Wait, no way. You added another room to the White House?
Not exactly added to the White House, but I may have customized a new bunker for personal use.
Okay, well, my interest is piqued.
Well, you'll just have to behave then, Donnie.
Fuck you, fine, I'll bite. I'll hold back for now.
That's great. Now, should I get us anything, or are you all fine?
I'm fine, thanks.
Same. I ate before coming here.
I mean, I could have a snack or two.
Of course, Donnie.
Shut up. You know how I am.
Yeah, we do. Jesus Christ.
So just Donnie then, are you both sure you don't want anything? I mean, we're in the White House. I can get you literally anything.
Well, I mean, the new drone...
Yeah, I'm not getting you that, Obama.
Well, aren't you just a liar then?
Say, Joe, what does your button do there?
Oh, this? Makes it so an ice cream is delivered to me.
Oh, my God.
I fucking knew it. My daughter owes me $100. Haha.
You make real bets with your children? You're messed up.
It's just good business, Obama. Shut up.
Well, anyway, what shall we discuss first? That's why we're doing this little intermission, aren't we? So we can chat for a little bit first.
Yes, of course.
Hold on, before that, we have one more person coming.
What? I wasn't aware of anyone else arriving.
That's because I never told you. Anyway, the individual we're waiting for is the channel host himself, Tristan Rampage.
You're joking. He's coming here? That's ridiculous.
Not really, I don't mind. Besides, he's going to be the one setting up our little Monopoly game.
I totally understand now. It's all because the Monopoly edition we're playing is specifically Monopoly Move to Canada. That's why.
You're clever. And also, just for your information, I'm the one who invited him.
Oh my God, fine.
Anyway, I just got him on speaker. Hello, Tristan. This is President Joe Biden of the United States. You getting on just fine?
Yeah, hello?
Everything all right?
Yeah, of course. I'm just not used to this.
Hello?
Who's that?
Tell me, where are you right now?
I'm flying over in a helicopter right now that Joe prepared. So if it's all right, I'll just talk from the phone until I arrive.
Yeah, I suppose it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, but it's awkward. We're meant to be relaxing and discussing things, and he's just on the speakerphone.
I mean, if being on the phone's a problem, I can wait until I get there.
Seriously, Donnie, this is hardly an issue for us.
Fine, do whatever you want. However, I'm not done. So Tristan, if that's your real name, since you're here, you might as well make yourself useful. See, I've been wondering what sort of suggestions you had in mind for our next game once we're done playing Monopoly.
I had a feeling you might. Well, here's what I got so far. And just remember, these are mainly suggestions based on the comments of previous videos and my own. So far, I've received quite a few requests for all of you to do another Black Ops Zombies video.
Seriously, what is with the constant begging for another Black Ops Zombies video?
Well, it was one of our best ones.
I'm not really sure that's true. After all, Obama, wasn't it you that mentioned we swear too much?
Yeah, that was me, but I also recall you not giving a shit about that.
Have you ever played a Modern Warfare 2 and been in a lobby before?
Yeah, Tristan, I have. I'm well aware of the toxic history of the good old Modern Warfare 2.
Well, in any case, I think it might be best if we do another Black Ops Zombies video. What do you suggest? Oh, and also, it doesn't have to be Origins, but it is certainly preferred.
If we're doing it, then it will have to come last.
I agree. Let's just focus on other games for now.
Alright, moving on then. I was looking into a game called For the King.
For the King? I think I saw that game when I was browsing Steam games a couple months back.
What's For the King?
I'll just read what the description says on Steam. So here's what it says. For the King is a strategic RPG that blends tabletop and roguelike elements in a challenging adventure that spans the realms. Set off in a single-player experience or play cooperatively, both online and locally. That's what it says, just in case.
A strategic roguelike tabletop game. It does sound interesting, I guess.
Yes, but there's a few problems because the first game can only have 3 players. However, the second game allows for 4 players.
That's not even a problem. We can just play the second game then?
Alright, but just so you're aware, the second game received mixed reviews for some issue it has.
Of course it has, and pray tell, what sort of issues are we talking here?
Basically, it gets repetitive and boring, there seems to be an infuriating amount of bugs, and the game constantly crashes or disconnects.
Sounds terrible. I think we should stick with the first game, and I can just sit out and watch.
Are you sure, George?
Yeah, I'd rather watch you guys.
Hold on. Are we sure that we're going to be playing this game?
I guess we'll have to see. Tristan, what other games have we got?
Alright, so I've been getting a few requests for you guys to play another round of Lethal Company.
Oh my god, I completely forgot about Lethal Company.
And be careful, the game has updated quite a bit since last time.
Joe's stupid ass rage quit out of the game because he fucking died.
Don't bring that shit up. I didn't rage quit. I was just annoyed that all you left me behind to die.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. You still rage quit.
What I want to talk about is how much of a blatant liar you are, Donnie.
What did I do?
You said you weren't using mods, yet after watching that video, I literally saw you using fucking mods.
Oh, right. Yeah, I was. Haha. It's a little too late to be getting angry now, Obama. We're already past that point now.
If we're going to play Lethal Company, you're not using mods.
Bullshit. I'll turn off some of them, but I'm keeping my quality of life mods. The game looks way better with them on.
You better turn the fog remover mod off.
Wait, Donnie was using a fog remover?
Yeah, this little pussy removed all the fog in the game. That includes the steam pipes within the bunker maps as well.
Wow, dude, and you went on about Joe being scared. What do you have to say for yourself now, Donnie?
Guys, the fog doesn't make the game any less scary. You understand that, right?
That's not the point. The point is that without the fog, you can see things we otherwise couldn't. In fact, it's more like cheating, but I'm sure that's fine for you.
Of course. You think it's cheating.
If the fog isn't any less scary, then you should have no problem deleting the mod, Donnie, right?
Shit.
Yeah, nice choice of words, Donnie.
Okay, well, let's close this chapter for now, guys. Tristan, are there any other games that have been either requested or that you suggest?
Yeah. There are 2 more games left that have been living rent-free in my head for a while now. The first one is Yu-Gi-Oh!
Wow, holy shit, I wasn't expecting Yu-Gi-Oh! To make it up here.
That game will have to come a little later, though, since I can't expect Joe to understand anything about it.
Hey, I know what Yu-Gi-Oh! Is. In fact, during our Age of Empires 4 match, didn't I specifically reference it?
Yeah, and what exactly do you think that accomplishes for you, Joe?
Honestly, if we were to do a match in Yu-Gi-Oh!, I'd rather watch Joe play against someone and laugh as he sucks hot garbage.
Of course you would, Donnie.
What was the second game, Tristan, before these 2 go off?
Alright, so the last game for right now to talk about is a game called Total War Empire. As far as wide-scale battles and sieges go, this game apparently takes the cake and eats it too.
Meaning nothing compares to it, then?
As far as I am aware, yeah. But I'm no expert. I only heard it a couple months ago.
Wide-scale battles? Sounds interesting enough, right?
All right, well, I guess we can look into it if we want, guys, right?
Yeah, sure, why not? I don't really see any issues with that. If Total War Empire has big-scaled battles and stuff, I'm all for it.
Yeah, Donnie never got to build his walls in Age of Empires 4.
That's not it. Stop making assumptions.
I'm getting word that you'll be here, Tristan. So I'm gonna hang up and we'll meet you soon.
Alright, I guess I'll see you soon.
I think it's time I showed you guys that room now.
Fucking finally, I get to see what's so special about this room you keep going on about. Holy shit, Joe, is this a gaming lounge?
Yeah, I had it built not too long ago. What do you guys think?
I mean, it's amazing, but what's with the giant car model in the middle? Does it have an actual purpose, or is it just for decoration?
Of course, you can sit in it.
Looks comfortable enough.
I'll be honest, I suspected you to have a gaming setup themed entirely off ice cream.
Jesus Christ, Donnie, do you think I only care about ice cream or something?
Okay, what about orange Gatorade?
No, not orange Gatorade either.
Well, shit.
Tell me, Donnie, is your gaming room themed after America or perhaps a fucking border wall by chance?
Okay, no need to get angry. It was just a joke, bro.
Oh, yeah, it was just a joke, bro. It was just a prank, bro.
You mad, bro?
Anyway, guys, let's focus here.
Joe, do you even play racing games?
Nah, not really.
So why the car theme? You even got these traditional racer gaming chairs, or at least a brand of one.
I don't know. Cars are cool, aren't they? So I ran with it.
Well, it doesn't really matter, does it?
Guess not, was just curious.
Oh, shit.
What?
There was a game that I just remembered that we could totally play.
Which is what?
Helldivers 2.
Oh yeah, that's right. That game did just come out, didn't it?
I saw the gameplay for that game. Seems pretty fun to play.
It's literally a bona fide fucking masterpiece.
I think we'll need to play that one after we get done with our Black Ops Zombies video in the future.
It's relatively new, and despite how great it is, I want to experience the new features before we dive in, if you catch my drift.
I'm surprised, Donnie. I thought you would have already played the game like you always do.
Oh, of course I already played it.
Forget what I said.
Ah, there he is. I take it you're Tristan?
Yes, sir. That would be correct.
How was the ride?
It was fun.
Not your usual, huh?
No. See, that would be my first time ever riding on a helicopter, and it was interesting.
Fun though, right?
I mean, who doesn't dream of going into a helicopter? Yeah, it was hella fun.
That's good. That's good.
Relax, young man. I can tell you're tense.
Sorry.
Hey, you hear that?
Yeah.
He did the thing.
Sorry.
He said it again. Anyway, how is Canada, by the way? How do you feel it's doing?
I mean, can I speak freely, or am I gonna be like, I don't know. Is it gonna be like unprofessional if I say something unprofessional? I don't know. I'm sorry.
Well, you aren't a professional, so you shouldn't have to worry.
Okay, well, I
I know what you meant. You don't have to worry. Just speak your mind.
Okay. I think it's not doing great, since Justin Trudeau still exists.
What do you think of him?
Well, I think he's a fucking clown.
Yeah, that's a pretty accurate statement.
Is that what you were afraid to say? That's pretty tame, all things considered.
Well, how would I know?
Again, you don't have to worry about this. We aren't exactly being professional ourselves right now.
Yeah, take a moment to realize where you're standing right now.
Yeah, that's a fair point. I can't really say much about that.
No, seriously, think about it. You're standing in a room that's purpose is all too obvious to point out, which Joe will never find the time to use properly. Not to mention, you're a Canadian civilian speaking directly to 3 former presidents and the president himself. Which I shall remind you, you were invited by Joe, so you could set up a game of Monopoly for us to enjoy. By all means, this situation is unprecedented.
Yeah, I can't refute that.
Nor should you, since it's all true.
Okay, well, I can tell you guys are still discussing things. I know how this works. So I'll come back, I'll just wait for you guys to finish, and then we can play Monopoly. Is that all right?
That's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll call you when the time arrives. Gentlemen, if you would be so kind as to escort this young man upstairs, also make sure he is accommodated. Wouldn't want him feeling uncomfortable now.
You know, Joe, despite your shortcomings, you are pretty good at showing your hospitality.
That might actually be the nicest thing you have ever said to me, Donnie.
Don't let it go to your head, buddy.
Wouldn't dream of it, buddy.
Oh, I forgot. If it does go into that head of yours, it will just be forgotten, so I don't have to worry about it. It will take care of itself.
And you ruined it nice.
You know, this isn't the first time Joe has done something like this, right?
What?
What are you talking about, Obama?
Joe's met with gamers before, on several occasions, in fact. Or, well, more specifically, those who work in the gaming industry.
Yeah, I have seen those articles as well.
Yeah, it was a while ago.
Well, it would make sense for Tristan to be here in this case.
Yeah, no, this situation is a little different. I mean, the dude's basically a nobody.
I mean, yeah, if you exclude the fact that we're basically posting videos using his channel.
Well, anyway, I have a topic for us to discuss before we move on to Monopoly.
All right, shoot.
You guys hear the issues going on with a game called Stellar Blade?
Right, this fucking garbage again, literally every other fucking day, week, month, year. It's all you hear from these media outlets and fucking Twitter losers.
Quite heated after a mere mention of its name, Donnie. You got something to say?
Look, the stuff going on with Stellar Blade just reminds me of all the same shit going on. Listen, I understand that the topic may not be popular, but please hear me out. So there's this push for inclusivity and diversity, right?
Yeah, that seems to be the prevailing mantra nowadays. It's hard to find any discussion about Stellar Blade or similar topics without those words cropping up.
These folks want everything to conform to their new so-called standard. It's 2024, they say. Where's our representation? Where's our standard? They demand that every game must have inclusiveness and diversity. But why does inclusiveness and diversity seem to mean that only their standards can exist while others are pushed aside? It's hypocrisy.
I think I understand what you're pointing at.
It's probably not their intention, but the unfortunate reality is that's how it comes across. Many gaming companies now feel pressured to adhere to the standards of 2024 in every aspect, rather than just focusing on the story at hand. Forgive me if I'm mistaken, but isn't the whole point of inclusiveness to embrace people of varying identities? And isn't diversity about involving individuals from various social, ethnic, gender, and sexual orientation backgrounds? That's literally what those terms mean. A common example is this. If companies want to diversify their characters, that's commendable. But why must it be applied to everything? It seems like they want every aspect of the game to fit a particular narrative. But that's not inclusivity or diversity, it's exclusivity. Have these people forgotten what inclusivity and diversity truly mean? It's about including everyone, every race, gender, and background. Not just those who fit a particular mold. Inclusiveness and diversity aren't exclusive to any one group, no matter how small or vocal they are, because the biggest community we're all a part of is the human race.
Come to think of it, it does seem odd that decisions or changes in games, movies, or TV shows often favor smaller minorities over the majority.
Supporting small groups isn't inherently wrong. The problem arises when everyone else feels discarded and unfairly labeled and demonized for expressing disagreement. They've been given the recognition they've wanted, but now they're leading some sort of crusade? No, they should appreciate the opportunity like everyone else. If they fail, it's not because of discrimination. It's because they weren't good enough. And those who do succeed, do so on their merits. It's like auditioning for a movie role, thinking you're perfect for it, only to realize you're not. You move on and find something you're good at instead of clinging to false narratives.
The issue is when they do succeed despite their shortcomings, perpetuating this cycle.
That's where the disagreements lie.
Most of us just want to enjoy great art, be it games, movies, or music, without being labeled bigots for having differing opinions.
And this all ties in with Stellar Blade?
Of course, Joe. Have you been paying attention? All the drama these days is so centered on issues like this. Stellar Blade's drama is just one aspect of that problem, but it's part of the problem nonetheless.
Well, let me play devil's advocate here, Donnie. Recently, Erwan LaFleurio made a claim about how the portrayal of overly attractive women in video games can lead to harmful outcomes such as suicide, violence against women, or discrimination against those who don't fit the conventional beauty standards. So given everything we've discussed, do you agree or disagree with this statement? Personally, I find it holds some merit in certain contexts.
No, I disagree. It's quite an extreme claim.
Could you elaborate on that?
Firstly, I don't condone discrimination or belittling others based on their appearance. The consequences of self-harm and abuse are serious issues, and contributing to them through unrealistic beauty standards is unacceptable.
Yet we do it all the time.
Well, among friends, I don't think that holds the same weight behind it.
Well, how you voice your opposition to it, I think it's more than you say, Donnie.
All right, let's get back on track. Essentially, Erwan suggests that the depiction of attractive female characters in video games sets unrealistic standards, leading less conventionally attractive women to feel inadequate and potentially harm themselves or face abuse. But if fictional characters can have such an effect, wouldn't real-life attractive individuals have an even greater impact? If video game characters cause issues, why wouldn't the same happen in real-world scenarios? Consider situations like an unattractive person in school or at work facing constant reminders of their appearance compared to their more attractive peers. These instances are often unavoidable and can significantly affect self-esteem. I want to emphasize that Stellar Blade is just a video game. It doesn't demand your attention. You have the choice and freedom to disengage from it if it's detrimental to your well-being. I don't want to belabor this point any longer. We've been discussing this topic endlessly, and I'm sure our viewers are eager to move on. Anyway, my main argument is that video games are not the root of this problem. It's a much broader issue that predates the existence of video games.
Well, when it comes to beauty standards for men, it's a bit...
A bit what, Joe? What are you trying to say?
Well, exaggerated, perhaps.
Listen, there's nothing inherently wrong with having preferences, Joe. That's precisely the crux of this whole ordeal. Women have preferences, men have preferences, feminists have preferences, the woke crowd wants preferences. Whether you're female, male, transgender, or anything in between, we all have preferences. We all have opinions, choices, likes, and dislikes. We're not all cut from the same cloth, but there are individuals out there trying to impose their tastes on us. And if you don't comply, you're labeled a bigoted piece of trash in their eyes.
Okay, well, I think we have discussed the topic enough. Let's move on to something a bit more positive.
I agree. I know people are going to be annoyed with the fact that we've talked about this shit on multiple occasions, but I think it's safe to say that we concluded our chat about this for now.
Well, I'm the one who brought it up. I'll be honest, I didn't think it would go on for this long.
Fuck that. If I had known Donnie would go off like that, I'd have just gotten myself a bowl of popcorn.
Is there anything else in particular that we should discuss, or should we get on with this Monopoly game?
I can't think of anything right now, but that doesn't mean we can't talk while we play.
I don't think we'll get the chance, but let's call it here, and we'll think about that later.
All right, so is this the board?
Yep.
Doesn't look much different than regular Monopoly.
So, Tristan, you're going to be the banker, correct?
Yep, that's right. I'll not be taking part in this game. I'll be handling the dice and the money.
Speaking of money, what the fuck is this cash here? Canadian Tire? What the fuck is Canadian Tire money?
So basically, Canadian Tire has its own cash. You can think of them as like points in a way. you get Canadian Tire money, which has the value in cents, if I remember correctly. But don't quote me on that. I have no idea.
If you remember correctly, isn't this something you should know?
I never paid attention too much to it, so I'm literally just guessing, essentially.
Is it possible to buy items in the store with this kind of cash?
Not really. Even now, I'm not entirely sure what the purpose of the money was, aside from maybe, like, reducing prices, maybe?
That might be the purpose, honestly.
Hold on, what the fuck is this?
Donnie, is that your face?
Yeah, it is. Why is my face on the front in a Canadian version of Monopoly?
I haven't the slightest clue.
Like, it makes literally no sense whatsoever. Who the fuck designed this game and thought it was a great idea to put me on here?
Well, we could go on all day trying to figure that out, or we could play the game, Donnie.
My God, George, of course, I'm not going to go out of my way to find out. I'm just curious.
Apparently more than that.
Okay, since you're the banker, Tristan, why don't you go ahead and read us the rules?
There doesn't seem to be any particular rules for this custom edition of Monopoly.
Well, I figured that would be the case, since it doesn't seem much different than regular Monopoly.
It does, however, explain how much money we're all supposed to have in multiple stacks. So, 2 500s, 2 100s, 2 50s, 6 20s, 5 10s, 5 5s, and 5 1s.
So in total, that would be $1,500, just like regular Monopoly, right?
I don't know that.
You saying you've never played regular Monopoly?
No, I have. I just haven't played Monopoly in over 10 years, so I may have forgotten a few things.
A quick Google search tells you that, in fact, regular Monopoly does start with $1,500 for each player with the same split stacks of cash.
Right, I knew that. All right, well, Tristan, you're the banker, so get to work, buddy.
Okay.
Hey, Donnie, I just remembered. Is it true that you made an ad for the solar eclipse?
Why are you asking if you already know the answer, Obama?
Using a natural phenomenon to push your political campaign in an attempt to sway people's spirits? You'll use just about anything, won't you? Even the solar eclipse.
Yes, even the solar eclipse, Obama. It's a very special time in people's lives when they first get to witness such an amazing spectacle. And it's equally great that people get to see an amazing America with a great future after I win.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Joe, we are all sitting in the same room this time. I can literally fucking see you face palming in the corner over there.
Yeah, because that shit was so stupid.
Yeah, whatever. Also, what the fuck is taking you so long, Tristan? Having a hard time with the controls?
The controls are a bit awkward to get used to. Just give me a sec. Like, in order to pick up the money, like, out of the stack, I have to, like, kind of, like, jolt it a little bit, you know? Like, flick my wrist, flick the mouse or something. It's really awkward.
Finally, that took you like 15 minutes. I was tempted to take over, but you managed to pull through in the end?
Thanks. I think I got the hang of it. I also learned I don't need to place each piece side by side like I was doing earlier. I literally can just stack them. So it's much more organized and neat, because whatever the fuck I had earlier was a total shit show.
Looks like it's about time we choose our pieces, right?
That's correct. So now, what are you all going to choose as your pieces?
Hold on, there's one missing.
There is?
Yeah, I keenly remember there being a money bag piece. Where is it?
Doesn't seem to be included in this one. I do know what you're talking about, the money bags, yeah, but it doesn't seem to be here.
Oh my God, whatever. I'll go with the car then.
I'll choose this piece that looks like an artillery gun.
That is in fact an artillery gun, Obama.
Oh, really?
Of course, you would choose that piece, Obama.
Pipe down, Oompa Loompa?
I'll just go with the battleship.
The fuck you just say?
All right, it's my turn now. Let's see here.
Come on, Joe, pick your piece already.
Holy shit, just give me a second to decide, Donnie. There are some good choices here.
Oh my God.
All right, I'll go with the shoe piece.
Finally, it's been 84 years.
Yeah, real funny, Donnie.
Yeah, that wasn't meant to be funny, Joe, but if it was, more points for me, I guess.
Alright, so you all selected your pieces. Now we have to choose who goes first by playing a little dice game. Whoever gets the highest dice roll goes first. The rest follow after in order from highest to lowest.
Sounds fair.
So who's going to go first?
It's gonna be me, obviously.
Not a chance.
Alright, so Trump got a 9.
All right, good roll.
George, you also rolled a 9.
I got a 4, nice.
Is that what you classify as nice, Joe? Get real.
Obama, you have rolled a 5. Okay, so since Trump and George have tied. You both will roll again to see who gets to go first.
I'm definitely going first.
All right, so Trump, you have rolled a 10.
I really don't care what happens.
All right, and George, you have rolled a 7.
Yes, I get to go first, suckers.
Seriously, Donnie, talk about being a sore winner.
All right, so the order is Trump, George, Obama, and then Joe.
That's fine, as long as I'm first.
As long as you're first. Dude, it's not going to matter a whole lot after we all have our first turn.
It may not matter to you, but it matters to me.
Yeah, go figure.
All right, well, the game is officially started, guys.
Yep, I'm up first.
What number is that?
A 6.
It's
Joe.
a 6.
See, this is why going first is essential in a board game like Monopoly. Because I can get my first property, and if any of you losers land on it this early in the game, I can make an easy profit.
Wow, how amazing. A few extra bucks.
That's a loser's mentality, George.
You're overestimating yourself, Donnie. The starter properties are all hot garbage for turning over a profit.
I take it you want to purchase that property, Trump?
Yes, that's right. Also, I don't agree, George. The aim of Monopoly is to own as many properties as possible in a short period, especially since you need to make back the money you spend.
Yeah, but it makes more sense to buy the more expensive properties first rather than the cheap ones because...
That's wrong, George. The cheap properties might seem like a trap, but it's actually the reverse. They are much easier to place houses and hotels on and become especially good at earning money if people land on them more, compared to the more expensive ones, where they eat a good chunk of your money very quickly.
Okay, but if someone lands on your expensive property with a house, they lose close to $100.
George, what do you think is better? Several cheaper properties, each with one house, casting a wider web for those to land on? Or just a single or a few expensive properties with no houses and a much lower chance of landing on them?
Okay, well, if you put it that way, I can see why cheaper properties would be more efficient.
That took you way too long to do, Tristan.
I'm still getting the hang of having to force the cards out of the stack. But hey, it gives you guys time to discuss things, if nothing else.
All right, well, it's George's turn now. Let's see where you land, shall we?
Definitely not on your stupid-ass property, Donnie.
We'll see.
I'd have to be unlucky to land on your property right off the bat, Donnie.
Well, George rolled an 8, so he's not landing on Vancouver. So he's already safe.
I will purchase this property.
All right, that'll be $100.
You got lucky, George. Rolling 2 more than you would have needed.
Even if I did land on Vancouver, I would have only needed to pay like $10 or something. I know it's not a lot of money unless it has houses or hotels, as Obama explained.
Doesn't mean you shouldn't go for expensive houses if you can, George. Just that if you do land on cheap properties, make sure to grab them.
But what if I land on expensive properties later?
And what, don't have any money? Then you just move on.
Yeah, but it's such a waste.
Maybe, maybe not. It depends on your circumstances at the time of when you land on those properties. Just because you own the last 3 houses that ruin people that land on them. If no one lands on them, you get nothing. Meanwhile, you'll go bankrupt landing on everyone else's.
You just rolled a 7, Obama. You're gonna be landing on chance.
Oh, damn, I'm getting a chance card right at the beginning? I guess you could say, this is my chance to get something good, huh?
Wow, real fucking funny, Obama. Amazing pun.
Just remember, Obama, you also have a chance to get nothing.
Also a chance to get fucking destroyed. I know that shit can put you in jail as well, or is that the community chest that does that?
That might be the community chest. Or I'm sure the chance card might have something in there that puts you in jail. And I know the community chest has at least like 3 or 4 cards that just screw you over and put you in jail.
I already know that shit is going to happen often.
Well, looks like I'm fine for now. This card allows me to jump straight to St. John's Street, which I will immediately be buying.
Well, looks like you jumped ahead of everyone, and Trump was the first one to go.
Lucky son of a bitch.
Yep, it was a 50-50. All right, well, that'll be $140.
Joe, you've been pretty quiet so far. What's going on in that brain of yours?
I'm just thinking about stuff. Don't worry about me.
Well, it's about to be your turn. Oh, and I don't actually care or anything.
Donnie's a sundering, confirmed.
Shut your fucking mouth this instant, George. I know you ain't laughing right now, Tristan.
No. I'm focusing on giving Obama his property deed right now.
Yeah, that's right.
Also, I just want to add that the one who made this custom Monopoly couldn't be bothered to make sure that the property deeds were actually in order. Reds, blues, orange, utilities, they're all over the damn place.
I'm sure you can handle that.
Yeah, of course.
By what I've seen so far, they are out of order, though.
Yeah, anyway, I found the card finally, after literally pulling them all, basically.
Jesus Christ, okay, it does seem annoying that some of them are just wherever, while others were properly organized.
Yeah, well, I've taken care of that problem. Now they're all together, without being in a stack, and I can see them and know exactly where they are.
All right, it's my turn. Give me something good.
Holy shit, you rolled a 12 on your first fucking turn? What the fuck?
Yeah, baby, now that's a roll.
Wow, the best roll in the game right from the start.
I wouldn't really call it the best roll.
Joe, are you stupid?
What?
That's 11, not...
No, Obama, stop. What are you doing? Don't say anything.
Was that not 12? I thought I counted correctly.
You clearly didn't also fuck off, Donnie. I'm not going to partake in your games.
But he's going to land on a utility.
So utilities are a bit different than the other properties. If you land on them and someone owns it, you have to pay the amount in whatever you rolled as dice. So it's like times whatever your dice roll was. So if you rolled a 12 and you landed on a utility, you have to pay the amount times 12. Essentially, it's really crazy.
Just in case, I pulled up the official rules and it says this. If the owner has only one of the utilities, the rent will be 4 times your dice roll. If, however, both utilities are owned by the same player, you must pay 10 times the amount of your dice roll. If you decide not to buy, the banker auctions the utility for sale to the highest bidder. So to clarify, when you roll the dice in the game, the number you get is not the multiplier. It actually depends on the number of utilities you own. If you have one utility, the number you roll gets multiplied by 4. And if you have both utilities, it gets multiplied by 10.
Okay, so I got it wrong then. My bad.
Yeah, good thing we didn't just take your word for it.
Well, I'm definitely going to be buying.
All right, that'll be $150.
All right, now no one say anything after Joe's turn.
What do you mean?
I remember one specific detail of Monopoly that you're allowed to do under certain circumstances, but I won't share what it is.
What are you talking about, Donnie?
Nope, I'm not going to share it with you.
I feel like the answer is staring me right in the face. Like, I know exactly what you're talking about. I just can't remember what it is.
I'm not sure what you're going on about, Donnie, but I'm sure it's fucking stupid.
Oh, trust me, Obama, it's anything but stupid. It's a fucking amazing function that enables you to do things, but only if you're lucky.
Okay, now I'm even more curious. Tell me what it is, Donnie.
Nah, it's my turn now. Time to soar past you both. Nice! I rolled a 10.
I was hoping you'd jinx yourself and roll a 1, Donnie.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, well, sorry to dash your hopes and dreams, guys.
I'm still thinking about what you were talking about earlier, Donnie.
You're still on that? Also, I will be buying this property.
All right, that'll be $180.
I won't lie. Given how you hyped it up, Donnie, I'm still thinking about what it could be as well.
Well, stop thinking about it. No matter how much you ask, I ain't gonna share. Also, if you do remember what it is, Tristan, I order you to stay quiet.
I don't have to listen to that. I'm not an American citizen.
So you're saying you would let Justin Trudeau order you around?
Absolutely fucking not.
Haha, priceless.
That's real nice. But Donnie can't order citizens around, nor can Joe. Dude's fucking delusional.
You think I don't know that? I'm just joking, for Christ's sake.
Never know with you.
But seriously, don't say a word.
No promises.
Okay, my turn again. And looks like I rolled a 6.
George, that was only 5.
Was it?
Yeah, you should be on Kelowna.
Oh, shit, you're right. I forgot to exclude the place I was standing on.
Yeah, sure, whatever you say. Also, what kind of fucking name is Kelowna?
I'll be buying this.
No clue. I've never heard of that place.
How have you never heard of this place?
Well, I'm not all-knowing, okay? Don't tell me you know every place in America.
More or less, it's sort of my job to know specific things.
Well, shit.
That's common knowledge, I thought.
Okay, well, I wouldn't say we know literally every place. Like, you aren't going to be aware of some random fucking street in some random part of America, Donnie.
Yeah, but that's going to extremes. I at least know the cities.
Kelowna's a city in British Columbia.
See, how does he not know that?
Yeah, looks like he needs to touch up on his education.
We're really gonna be talking about my education right now?
Come now, Obama, he's trying to be a content creator. His education speaks for itself.
Aw, come on. Seriously?
No offense.
None taken.
Oh my God, Obama. Are you seriously landing on a chance twice in a row?
That's right.
Whoa, hold on. Are you serious right now?
Now that's lucky.
Well, hold on. We don't know that yet. Obama could easily get screwed over by this chance card, unlike before.
Let's find out, shall we?